say before I start this review, I was not planning on seeing this movie today, but I was coerced, tasked, some would say challenged.
I triple dog dare you!
To go see this movie. And that's exactly what sitting through this entire movie was. It was a challenge. So A Hustle was directed by Chris Addison, starring Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson as two con artists. Josephine, played by Hathaway here, is a more refined con artist who has been making a living for quite some time now, swindling men in a wealthy town, while Penny here is played by a more unpolished con. After an accidental meeting on a train, Penny begs Josephine, who is afraid Penny will blow her cover, to teach her how to become a better con, leading the two to team up together until Penny finds out that Josephine doesn't want to share the prize money. The two then challenge each other to a con-off. May the best con win. Scenario with the winner leaving town, never to return. Their mark, a young internet millionaire. Oh, God, this movie. So the first thing you'll think when you see this movie is, I've seen this movie before. Because, well, you have. It's essentially a female version of the 1988 film Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with Steve Martin and Michael Caine, written by the same team of writers, Stanley Shapiro and Paul Henning. It's almost identical to the movie Heartbreakers,
the story of two con women,
which also utilized female leads, Sigourney Weaver and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and both of which were better movies than this dumpster fire. But first, let's talk about the good, because there is somewhat some things here that aren't that bad. I'm personally not a fan of Rebel Wilson, nor the head of Anne Hathaway's fan club, and I still feel she's one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood today. But Hathaway and Wilson here actually do have respectable chemistry on screen and make a fairly solid duo. Okay, now that I'm done with the good part, let's get to the rest of this movie. If you noticed, at no point in my prior comments did I say these performances were good. Both Hathaway and Wilson here are way over the top, with squeaky fake accents, everything right down to the way they walk and the way they talk, and the horrible comedic timing was just dreadful. Because this was a comedy, right? That's what I was led to believe. And even going in figuring this wasn't going to be good from the trailer, I thought I'd at least take away some belly laughter, some chuckles. I'm pretty easy to please. However, this movie wasn't funny at all. I didn't laugh not one time. They did maybe get a few grins from time to time, but that was about it. And some of the things here that happen just go on way too long. There's one point when Penny is playing herself off as blind. Something I thought that was going to be here 1 minute and gone the next. Instead, it drags on and on for almost what feels like the entire movie. At least a good 30-minute chunk, until not only was it not funny, but at this point, it was becoming really annoying. Almost as annoying as Hathaway's atrocious accent. Now, I was, on the other hand, rather pleasantly surprised. They could have took the easy way out here, but they did stay away from the social and political humor playbook, which they could have easily incorporated here with two female leads. Unfortunately, it was replaced with a series of crude, clumsy fat girl and cringe gross-out gags, like when Josephine feeds Penny a french fry dipped in a toilet bowl. And some of the dialogue stood out, as if it may have been, I don't know if it was poorly executed or ad-libbed. There was this one scene where Penny is just walking around a room in Josephine's house, picking out decor and randomly naming it, the vases and shit. It was during this time when some guy got up and said, "Fuck it," and left. I just wanted to reach out so badly and be like, "Take me away from all this death. Take me with you. Please take me with you." Then there was one more good thing that I need to mention. It was only an hour and a half long, even though if they would have left out all the training and dancing and all the other cliche montages in this movie, it could have easily been 50 minutes. So The Hustle, I wouldn't recommend this movie to anybody. The writing is a garbage fire. Hathaway and Wilson try, but they just go overboard and over the top. The jokes are silly and ridiculous, and at the end, there's an attempt at a twist that it was an obvious sequel bait move that just left me scratching my head. I'll give The Hustle a D. And that's my review for The Hustle. don't go see it. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And until next time, guys, see ya.